Guys, let's go into the news. Inflation first. Now, FCCP has clarified its 1 month deadline for traders to lower goods prices across Nigeria. FCCP, they've clarified it because last week, when my Egbon, Mr. Tunji Bello, is my Egbon because he's the executive vice chairman of the FCCPC, and we work with FCCPC kind of. Last week, when he announced that I gave a moratorium of 1 month, everybody must crash your price. The streets went agog. Marketplace was like, for what? For waiting. Everybody was angry. How can you tell us to crash our price? Do you know how we got the goods? That's last week. But yesterday, he then came out and said, no. I want to clarify it. I want to clarify myself. Because they were under high criticism over the initial directives. So before the clarification, at the meeting on August 29, let me take you back a bit, I can take you through the journey. They had a meeting in Abuja, August 29, 2024. So Mr. Tunji Bello cited an example where a fruit blender known as a particular name, it was priced at $89, approximately 140,000 naira. So he went to supermarkets in Texas, that's in US, and he saw the price of this blender. Oh, he said, this is nice. He saw the price. When he converted it to Nigerian naira, it was about 140,000 naira. That's what he did at the time. And somehow, Mr. Tunji came back to Nigeria, now went to supermarket on the island, Victoria Island, and saw the same blender for 944,999 naira. He said, what? How can in Texas it was 140 and here in Nigeria is 944,000, almost a million naira from 140,000? What is this about? I think that just got him unnecessarily like, I'm going to fix this thing. So the commission stressed that the directive issued by the FCCP is not an attempt at price control or a mandate to crash price. He had to say that, no, I don't mean that is a force. But that was what led to him saying, no, there's an exploitation going on somewhere. So furthermore, he said that the focus is on preventing businesses from engaging in exploitative conduct such as price gouging, price fixing, the creation of barriers to entry and all of that anti-competitive, and exploitative behaviors. He mentioned all of those things. And going by the FCCPC Act, he mentioned it. He said, this is against it. This is against the consumers, against me and you. And he encouraged businesses to comply with the law and consumers. He now appealed to us and say, see, because he knew they cannot go that route of crashing and forceful, because we're not in the military regime. I remember the days of one of our presidents, I can't remember his name clearly right now, when they go to the marketplace, you in can ask your parents with cane, how much is this yam? 15 naira. But my parents flogged and say 10 naira, sell it for 10 naira. Go to that place, how much is this oil? 20 naira. For what? So they were forcefully telling people to sell below the price. And I said to myself, I said, is that what my mom wants to do now? All right. So he has encouraged, he has cleared the air that no, that's not what I want to do. Take it easy on me. No, take it easy. Because he's new also. He's new. My boy is new there. Tunji is new. So he said, no, take it easy with me. I just meant to say da. He then appealed to me and you and said, where you notice or where you find exploitation, report it. Which is even better, really. Report it. So if I had gone to Texas to see a blender of 140 grand and I come to Nigeria, I see that blender for 1 million naira, I'll go and report it to him. But there's one thing to report, another thing to even act on our reports. That's another thing again. But let me give you the Market Africa take, because we have our take on every issue. Let me give you our take. No doubt this country will need price control. There are many people who are called opportunists. Opportunists, massive ones. Even though it's not, they will say, now dollar cost them. Everything don't go up, dollar cost them. Even the one that dollar cost them. So we are opportunists in this country, and really we need price control. But what amazes me is that the popular saying that in Nigeria says what goes up never comes down. That is like me taking purgative. I think I want to purge. Whatever goes up in Nigeria, it never comes down. It's very, very disheartening, really. So what I expect Mr. Tunji Bello to do is that he needs a wider consultation. a better strategy. Else, his moves may be termed as blowing hot. You don't blow hot in democracy. You don't blow hot in businesses like this when it comes to enterprise who take their time to do everything themselves. I'm going to tell you how. So, moratorium for 1 month, of 1 month to crash market price, commodity prices is not where to start from. Don't. It's a good place to pick from in a later future, but that's not the best thing to do at this time. It's not. And I'm going to take this and forward to him. I'll forward it to FCCPC. I'm going to take this clip. It's not where to start from. No, that's not what we want. You know why? Because there are factors of production and cost of production that cannot be controlled by these same entrepreneurs and business owners. They cannot control it. Is it import duty? Is it the fuel that I got for 950 naira yesterday and some that's in Lagos? What about outside Lagos? About 1K and plus. They cannot control these things, so you cannot just start from the fruits without addressing the roots. Sometimes these guys, they pay and settle minor multiple tax, local tax, state tax, federal government tax. What? Multiple tax. And they must translate all of this tax into their business. And at the end of the day, the end user have to pay more for it. You will see what we call ole. That's in Yoruba terms. Or money. I don't know what that one in English. I don't really know. Ole. You will hear ole, money for ground. I'm not going to put it. Securities and illegal roadblocks. Last 2 weeks, I was mentioning how the Nigerian government should encourage farming. If you take your produce from one state, one village, and bring it to town, you will meet multiple roadblocks and security officers asking you for different fees. You pay. Who will pay that? Who will bear the body? Who will bear the body? Come on. So, there are lots that affect the costs. See, guys, we must be very careful with the way we turn out policies. Policies in this country in the last 1 year has hurt us than even doing more good. So, like I was saying, how do you marry a bad policy giving us a negative effect? See, there's no how you want to take medicine and don't expect to have effects. I took detox medicine. I know how my system was scattered. So how about the power, the band-aid thing? I'm on band-aid in my own house, and I know how much I consume in a month. I cry every day, like, what? A little kid cannot even use AC freely the way they will use it naturally because I'm managing my God. So if a business is on band A, paying exorbitantly 208 naira, 208, okay, from 221 to 209, now 208, as against 50 something that was paying before times 4. How do you expect the overheads not to be reflective in its final price to the consumers? Petrol, the problem also. There's a problem to buy, there's a problem to get, there's a problem to. So I wonder how people that does cold room business, that sell fish, frozen foods, how do you manage? Because if there's no light, you're in trouble. You're going to buy diesel or buy petrol, which is very high. Even owners of shops and houses are also jacking up their prices. Rent is going up. All they are saying, dollar is going up. I don't know how dollar affects your house. I don't understand. Whether you have beauty, I don't know. I don't understand. Dollar is. That's the truth about it. Rent right now, the rent, I don't want to mention my area, but the rent I pay for my area, and so when you run a business in such an area, how do you expect this overhead not to work? Because, you see, then you now look at insecurity. Insecurity. You see, in economics, I was taught, I don't know whether they teach you in economics anymore. In economics, I was taught that scarcity informs prices. And high demand also informs prices. So when there are 100 farmers that go into a farm to harvest yam and food produce to send to us to come and eat and buy, when there are hundreds that produces maybe 1,000, now you now have 5 of them going. How can they produce that number? And we have high demand for this yam. You now have 5 people. So that small number producing it will hike the price because it's high demand. Why? Because there's an insecurity in the land. Let my go and start with all of this government first. I understand that there's an exploitative means by we also have our problems, but if you look at it again, they are capitalizing on the policies from the government, on the things that are not being done on the government side. But I'm happy that he has cleared himself, that is not by force, just want to ensure according to the Act, which is beautiful. And I will support him. I would support him on that. I think government should try and tap the problem from the roots, not from the shoots, or not from the branch, or not from the fruits. You know, thank you so much, Egbon, for your zeal and your zest, for your interests. We appreciate you, but we need you to consult more, to re-strategize, and we appeal, and also to appeal to federal government on many issues, policies to help businesses thrive. That's the first.